Alright, so we have 3 different platforms for the MLS. So the first one that I'll be discussing is BAREIS. BAREIS handles Solano County, Marin County, and Sonoma County. So as I said, that's the reason why I wanted you guys to come up with a list of cities in each county so you can easily glance at it and know exactly what platform to use. And that's going to save you a lot of time. And to access BAREIS, you click on, well, if you click on the link that I provided you, it's going to direct you to the login page. And that's where you have to put in your agent ID. So that's going to be provided to you. You click submit. And then you put in your password. Hit submit. And that's how BAREIS looks like. Now you don't have to confuse yourselves on everything that you see on it. Just know what to click on to get the information you would need. Now, if there's a property MLS number, you just have to put it in here. So let's get one from the database. So Vacaville is a city in Solano. And BAREIS is the MLS platform for Solano. So we're gonna look this property up on BAREIS, and this is the MLS number. That's gonna help you locate the property quickly. So you have to copy it and paste it here. Hit enter. It's gonna show you the property. Say, for example, Stephanie Love is a new lead, and you're gonna call Stephanie Love. You have to be quick in copying and pasting the MLS number to BAREIS as you try to call Stephanie. So as soon as Stephanie picks up the phone, you'll be able to tell her exactly what the status is and answer any questions she may have. So say I'm calling Stephanie, and I was able to pull up the property using the MLS number, and here it is. Okay. So it's going to show you the status here. It shows active 7/14/2017. That means it became available on the market that date. This is the property address, 10 Del Rey Drive, Vacaville. This is the price, $65,000. You can see the down arrow there. That means the price has been reduced to $65,000. So this is a mobile home. If you would guys remember, if you see a property or if a client is inquiring about a property under $100,000, that is a manufactured or a mobile home. So that's gonna give it away to you. If it's $65,000 less than $100,000, then you can just say, "Hey Stephanie, this is Reina, and I'm calling about 10 Del Rey Drive in Vacaville, the mobile home that you were inquiring about." And then you can proceed with whatever questions Stephanie would have about the property. So this is 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. It was built in 1972. Square footage is 1,000 square footage home. You scroll down here. And then this is the description that everyone would actually have access to. Like if they Google it, or if they go to Trulia, Realtor.com, Zillow, this is the description that everyone would see. MLS is actually going to give you all the information you would need. Well, I would say mostly all of the information you would need out of a property that's not usually on other real estate websites that are open for everybody, like Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com. That's why you need to access MLS. So you can scroll down and you'll see the pictures of the property. It has 9 pictures on the MLS. And here are the more important part of this page. This is for a sale, property type, mobile, or floating home. Mobile home is a manufactured home that is actually placed on a piece of land, while floating home is a manufactured home that is actually floating on the water. Okay? So the status is active, and there's the date as to when it becomes available on the market. Sale condition, offer as is. So the seller is not going to be doing any remodeling. It's going to be sold as is. Area, county, number of beds. Scroll down. If it has a pool, there's no pool. How many garage spaces? 0. Carport spaces? 2. Is it a senior community? No, it's not. So if it's a mobile home, there is a senior community mobile home and a family community senior home. If it's a senior community or a senior park, as they call it, they have to be living with at least one family member who's 55 years old, at least. So if Stephanie Love, who inquired about a property, is married, just newly married, and she's in her 20s, and it's only going to be her and her husband, and this is a senior community property, it's very important to let her know that, hey, Stephanie, this is a senior property. That means they would need you to have at least one person who's 55 years old at least to be living with you. Oh, no, it's just going to be me and my husband. So this is a no-go for them. Then you have to look for other mobile homes in their price range that are not a senior community. But in this case, this is not a senior community. So if Stephanie is not yet 55, this should work just fine. And then you scroll down a little bit. So this is actually the most important section. Most important section for our job. Because our job is to book showings or appointments. So my eyes would actually go straight to the showing instructions. Confidential showing instructions. We'll have brand new furnace before close of escrow. Escrow with Old Republic. Vacant for show and sell, please. Washer and dryer and refrigerator stay no value. Okay, so that means the notes about showing instructions is that we don't have to call anybody to schedule a showing for our client. We can just go and show the property. We can just go there direct. So this is good. You can just say yes to the requested schedule of the client, and just make sure that the agent you have in mind to link the client to is also available that time. Because in some cases, I would say half of the time, showing instructions would ask you to call the listing agent first, make sure that you set an appointment at least 24 hours prior or 4 hours prior, or you have to call the owner himself. You have to set up an appointment with the owner, and if that's what the showing instruction notes say, then that's exactly what you have to do. Is everything clear? Any other questions? Okay. Am I going too fast, or are we able to follow? Okay, good. So as soon as you pull up a property using the MLS number 1, you check the status. Is it active? Is it pending or contingent? Because that's going to tell you what call flow to follow. And then you go right into confidential showing instructions. So you can set the correct expectation with the client, whether or not we can show it today, or we need to call the listing agent, or we need to set up an appointment 24 hours prior. Okay, and then once you have that in mind, then you can answer any questions they have. You can just go, you can look up and down to get the answer for the client's questions, like, is there a pool? How many garage spaces does it have? Then you can just go up and down and look for the information. But as soon as you pull the information up, again, check the status and go right into showing instructions. That's it. So that's it. Okay, so that's how you access or how you pull up Solano County property using the MLS. So just put it in here, hit enter, and it's going to pull it up for you. Now, I'm going to go back to the home page. Now, what if you don't have, well, if the lead comes into the database, there's always going to be an MLS number. Okay? So don't worry about it. You can just copy it, paste it, and pull it up. Now, if the property is pending, then that's where you looking for the properties, for similar properties for the client is going to come in. So you're going to be taking notes of what their criteria are. Okay, so you want 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Let's create our own criteria. So I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so, okay, so Stephanie, the property is already pending, meaning there's already an offer accepted a few days ago. You can actually see that if it says pending, instead of showing you the date as to when it became available on the market, it's going to show you as to when it became pending. Is that clear? Okay, so if it shows pending and then it shows 9/10/2017, then you can say, oh, it actually accepted an offer about a week ago. And then, well, I can definitely find you similar listings. There are a lot of properties that are still available. And this is a 2-bedroom home. Is that exactly what you're looking for? At least 2 bedroom? Yeah, 2 bedroom, but if you can find a 3-bedroom home, that would be a lot better. Okay, so 2 to 3 bedroom. And how about bath? Well, 1 bath would be okay. So 1 bath at least. And this is priced for $65,000. There are a lot of houses that are available, as I said, but I want to narrow it down to the price range you're comfortable in. What would be the maximum price range that you want to go for? And then they're going to say, well, I can go up to 100. Okay, 100. Okay. And Stephanie, this mobile home that you inquired about is not a senior property, or it's not in a senior park. Is that how you would like it? Yeah, not a senior park, definitely. It's just gonna be me and my husband, and we're only in our 20s. Okay, so not senior. Okay, well, any other special criteria that's important to you? Well, if we can get a community that has a pool and at least a car garage, then that would be awesome. Okay, got it. So let me look into that for you. And I'm going to send it to your email. I'm going to work on it right now. I would request you to check your email in a few minutes because I'll work on this now for you. Okay, sounds good. I'll check it. I'll check it then. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Stephanie. But Stephanie, just before I let you go, have you spoken to a lender yet? Or would you need us to help you with that as well? No, I'm good. I actually was pre-approved for 120, but I just want to stay at 100. Okay. All right, and we don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes. Do you have a realtor currently helping you? No, I don't have anybody. Okay, awesome. All right, well, as I promised, I'm going to work on this now. And please check your email shortly. All right, sounds good. Thank you, Stephanie. Again, this is Raina with Kendrick Realty. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye. So that's the end of the call. And then you're going to start your search. Okay, and then you click on searches, you click on standard. By default, it's already chosen sale or for sale properties. So it's a mobile home, so we have to check mobile home. Residential is only for condominiums and single family, so we're gonna take that off. So we only have mobile floating home. So is it gonna be a mobile home or a floating home? You check mobile home. Senior. No. And by default, active and contingent release. That means it has been released because the condition wasn't met. So by default, those two are always checked, which is good. So you can just scroll down to the next. Then you put in the price. She wanted to stay at 100,000. Okay, so I'm gonna end the recording and I'm gonna record the next one right away. It's 15 minutes.